Hello, folks. Welcome back to Upthink episode 5 of the Wonder Kiwi experiment. So, where we left you off, the lads had just had their 25th birthday. We've now advanced 5 years in the future. So, they're now both 30 years of age. So, we'll just catch you up again if you aren't sure. If this is the first episode you're seeing. What I've done is create two players from New Zealand. Started them off at New Zealand Premiership average clubs, and I gave them a potential ability of 200, which allows them to potentially become Wonderkids, but on this occasion we're calling it Wonderkiwis. So last episode they had made some moves, and it was looking fairly promising for them. So let's have a quick look here what's in front of us. So we'll look at Jack. He's still at Roma. He's valued at 46 million, and he's on 87,000 per week until 2035. So he's got another 3 years to go. And Oliver, he's at Dynamo Dresden. So he's now at Dresden, valued at 5 million on 9.75. So he's made the journey to Germany, where he is. I wonder if his manager's Loki Doki. But anyway, as you can see, they're both central defenders, and both with Oliver's got another 2 years to run, so his contract's a little bit less. So we have a look at Jack now. Let's have a look at Jackie boy. So his heading is 16, marking 16, and tackling of 15. No major changes here. 13 for me, 13 for anticipation, 16 for decisions, and 17 for positioning. Physically all good as well, just dropped a little bit on stamina to 11, and he's still got the only one red on flair of 3. Again, still not much obvious movement in a lot of the stats. There's a few more double digits in yellow, which is good, but there's still a few lots and single digit ones as well. But I mean, he's 30 years old, so you expect some of those now to probably start petering out. Let's have a look at his career. So we last left you 5 years ago, 2027. So 26-27, he had made the switch to Roma, and played 31 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 player of the match awards, and a 6.93 rating. So we've left that now. So the next season, then where we left you was 2027. He again 33 appearances, 4 goals, 3 assists, 3 player of the match awards for a 6.99 rating for Roma as a defender. Bloody good ratings those last 2 seasons there. And it was also included some cup matches and continental matches, 11 continental matches actually. 2028-29. Again, making some good appearances, 28 appearances, just a 2 assists and 2 player of the match awards, so slightly less, a 6.86 rating. 29-30, 34 appearances, 2 assists and 1 player of the match award for a 6.93. So, come backing up a bit more there. We then had 12 appearances the following season for 1 goal, 1 player of the match award, 6.86. So a massive drop off compared to the last few seasons. He did. He also played 3 cup and 4 continental matches in that year. I wonder if he got affected by an injury or something. We must have to look at that. But because he's come back the following season, just gone 30, 31, 32 with another 31 appearances for 1 player of the match award and 1 assist for 6.74. So the rating has dropped again, but he managed to get the appearances of 31. So it will be interesting to see if 2030-31 he had some injuries that may have affected him. He's had injuries, but nothing major. He's had a lot of injuries, actually, if you look through the whole chart there for his career. But he's only had those 2 major injuries many, many moons ago. So I don't know why he just suddenly dropped to 12. I'd say it would be because it's age related, probably. And he, I mean, a lot of these, I guess, if you go 30, 31, you're talking, it's only days. Oh, one of those things, anyway. We'll have a look at his milestones here for his entire career. And go back to find him where we can find him at Roma. 2027, we had him there. So Serie A, he had won the Italian Cup in 2027, and named vice captain, where we last left off. For runners-up in the Italian Super Cup, some Serie A Team of the Month and Week awards there. Football of the Year 2027 for Roma, as we touched on. I believe we've touched on that. Sorry. Again, named the New Zealand Seasonal Best 11, and some more Team of the Month and Week ones. Winners of the Italian Cup in 2028. Again, Oceania Nations Cup winner of New Zealand. Two Italian Super Cup runners-up in 2028. Some more Team of the Week awards there, and another Football of the Year for Roma on 2028. Runners-up in the Euro Cup in 2029. And inducted into the Roma overall best 11 in 2029 as well. And New Zealand captain, he was named New Zealand captain in 2029, so a bit of a good year there for him, representing his country as the captain. Winners of the qualifying section for the World Cup of Oceania again, which, like I said before, is going to be pretty much happening while he's in the New Zealand squad. Best player for the Oceania Nations Cup, and named in the Oceania Nations Cup Dream Team 2029. Footballer again of the year again for 2029 with Roma, and named in the New Zealand Seasonal Best 11. Some more Serie A Team of the Week and Month awards there, and Roma as well. So, and Italian Cup winners in 2031, runners-up in the European Champions League 2031, and runners-up in the Italian Super Cup. So 2031, bit of a mixed bag, winning the Italian Cup, but runners-up in a couple of other competitions there. 2032, they won again the Italian Cup, and named in the seasonal best 11 for Roma, and again another Oceania Nations Cup win in 2032. So there's quite a fair whack there, and there's a good indication of all the awards there. And just having a look at these other ones as well. Landmarks, yeah, so the landmarks really does show you there what he's done. Quite a few winning trophies there, so pretty good indication of how he's gone. We just want to flick back to his main screen, where he's now picked up 109 caps just for the one goal, but 109 caps for New Zealand's pretty impressive. Now he has got a contract, like we mentioned, till 2035, so that's another 3 years. And no clauses, just a basic straight up contract. Is there any? And there's no interest in everything else, but I mean, not a bad little gem there. Good old Roma. He's really solidified himself there. Did have that year where he only played 12 appearances, so that's an interesting little thing to look at there, why it may have happened. However, it is what it is. So that's Jack. Let's have a look at Oliver and see how Ollie went. So again, Oliver, 13 for heading, marking, and 14 for tackling. Decisions are 13 and 14 for positioning, and some of those physicals as well in the green, with a couple of drop-offs into the yellows, yellows. Still, again, a lot of reds there, but nothing has gone above 18 really, or even got close to him. So Oliver's kind of he hasn't developed, he hasn't kicked on as much as his mate. So it is what it is. Let's have a look at his career though. So we last left him. He had been to Feyenoord for 2.6 million when we last left you in 2027-28 season. 2028-29. So for Feyenoord, he made the 15 appearances. Was then, I guess, sold. Sold to BMG, whoever they are in Germany. So for 1.8 million, made 9 appearances for them. The following season, 3 appearances, including 4 cup appearances, so a bit less there. He's not really had a good solid career really. BMG 2030-31, 26 appearances, and if you look at that, that's the most appearances he's made since 2023-24, so in almost a 10-year period there. 26 appearances for a 6.47 rating. Following season, 19 appearances, so the season just gone, and it looks like he was then either released or sold or given to Dresden, picked them up anyway on a free transfer, which has just happened. So career-wise, he hasn't really kicked on. He really hasn't had the opportunities or made progress, and I guess that's reflective when you look at his stats. Have a look at his injuries here. Again, a lot of moderate, slight and minor ones, but nothing major for many years. And some of his milestones here. Yeah, so he was relegated with Bremen, so he must have been on loan there. No, there's actually nothing. When we last left you, was over here. He won with Vitesse. Oceania Nations Cup qualifying section, another relegation with BMG, and then the winners of the German second division, so they came straight back up, and that just another Oceania Nations Cup winners medal there. So really a very so sort of a career for Oliver. No status is set, no interest. So yeah, and I just want to go back here and just have a look. His transfer. So he was released by BMG on a free transfer, and that's where Dresden have picked him up from. So yeah, he hasn't really kicked on and done much with things, which is a bit of a pity. He has picked up 114 caps though for New Zealand, and it looks like he's still in the squad, as you can see. So that's pretty much it at this stage. Definitely Jack is the one who's really kicking on, and if we look at this comparison here, it's quite interesting though when you consider, with Jack, I mean, it shows that look at all these. Jack is now dominating everything except for physically, they're still the same. So, yeah, well, that is just the tale of two stories, really. And it's a non-EU player. Oh, yeah. Okay, folks, so I think I'll leave it here before I lose my voice completely. And we will fast forward another 5 years and see where they are at, especially considering that, Jack's got another 3 years left in his contract and 2 years for Oliver. So it'll be very interesting to see if they pick up other contracts or another contract, or they both kind of go down the leagues. I'll see you again in 5 years and we'll have a look at them then. All right, folks, catch you later.